Hello and welcome. My name is Danielle. I'll be your host today as we dive into energy healing and soul medicine, a collaborative healers directory with Rada Publishing House. Today, we have a very special guest with us. She's a contributing writer in energy healing and soul medicine, Patricia Wald Hopkins. And I'd like to welcome you, Patricia. Thank you so much for being here today. It's such an honor to have an opportunity to hear a little bit about your chapter. But before we dive into that, could you share with us why it is you chose at this time to be a part of a Healers Collaborative directory?
Mhm. Well, first, thank you. Thank you for sitting here with me today and talking to me. I just really felt called, and I always feel called to work on collaborative projects with other like-minded people because I believe that in the power of synergy. And so, the one has power, and you might get one other person and that increases it, additive in an additive way. But then when you add more than that, it's not just additive, and it's like synergistic, and it just shares the message so much more broadly and deeply. And so I'm, passionate about energy healing and soul medicine. So it was like, I need to be a part of this right now. It's time. We need it in the world.
Yeah, we
Yes.
really do.
Yeah.
It sounds very
Mhm.
synchronistic for you too to be a part of it at
Yeah.
this particular
Yeah.
time. Um,
Mhm.
why do you feel it's important for healing in the world?
It gives people a different perspective on how to deal with change. And as we all know, the last couple of years especially have been change after change after change, and we're still in the middle of it. And so if you have different tools and modalities to support you through that, we all are going through a transformation right now. I mean, really. And so that's why I think it's really important at this time to share this kind of work, so people have other resources to support them to come out of this transformation in a way that they're empowered.
I love that. And energy healing and soul medicine, a collaborative healers directory, is a perfect way to dive into what would resonate with individuals. So I'm super happy that you are here and a part of this at this time, because there's a little bit of synchronicity to what you just said as far
Mhm.
as transformation, because I'd like for you to share with our viewers what it is you do and what is your modality and how long you've been doing that for.
Sure. So I am oh gosh, an alchemist of sorts, and but in my healing work, my modality is called butterfly healing medicine, and it includes a lot of vibrational medicines or modalities. And I've been working in this field for, guess, what is that? 2008 is when I first started working in the realms of, well, through massage therapy and then energy work and Reiki and other metaphysical tools and sound healing, craniosacral. And so all of that is what I bring to my clients in the butterfly healing medicine. And so I usually work with the Akashic records to find out what it is that they need at this time for their highest and best good. And then I'll weave those tools and modalities together in a session that serves them the best.
That is so beautiful. And it's simply like this whole time we're talking, and because I didn't know your modality, I feel like there's such a metamorphosis in general with healing, but with the way that your practice is, it sounds, it's really unique because people, depending on what, you know, is done in their session, they're going to have these moments of peeling back the layers and
Mhm.
slowly transforming, like you said. And that's absolutely beautiful. So I'm so happy you're able to bring that forward into the world. Could you share with us a little bit about, or maybe give a few examples with a few of your clients and how it was able to help them and move them forward?
Sure. Yeah, certainly. So one of the modalities, or I don't even know if you call it a modality, one of the techniques or tools I use is light language. And so sound healing, right? We use the tuning forks or the bowls or whatnot, but the light language is the voice healing. And so when I work with a client, certain sounds will come that their soul needs. And so an example of how that, how a client will receive that is they don't understand it in their mind, and that's exactly what needs to happen for them. And so they'll receive it, and they might even go away from the session and be like, what was that? And then the next time I see them, they'll just be like bubbling over with like enthusiasm, like, I don't know what that was, and I don't know, just blah blah blah, and everything has just sort of, their perspective on what is possible has shifted. Like they're like, oh wow, something like that can help me experience the world differently, because it wakes up a little part of their soul that was asleep that they need. And so that's one example of how um, my work has supported my clients. Um, let's see if there's another short, I won't go into a long one, but another one example is someone will come in and all they are focused on, their bodies like this, right? And they're just, you can tell that they have so much tension
Mhm.
in their body. And then I'll, if it's an in-person session, I'll have them on the table, and I'll do the craniosacral and use the essential oils and the sound and the light language. And you can just visibly see when they leave, their body is just like they're standing taller, and their heart is open, and they've stopped talking about just the negativity, and they start to see like that they're beautiful. And so those are some of the things that I get to witness, and why I love the work that I do.
Oh, that's really powerful. I mean, a lot of times you don't even realize you have tension. So when you can leave a session and feel that shift, I'm sure that's very rewarding, because
Mhm.
releasing those emotions from the body, it's interesting. I think when you start going down this path of healing, you don't realize how powerful you are or what you're capable of, releasing to receive more. And so I honor and absolutely respect everything as far as what you're bringing forward, because those vibrations are very much needed at this time. And I'm grateful that you can join. Now, being that you are with a collaborative group here in this book, Energy Healing and Soul Medicine, why do you feel it's important for all of you to come together at this point in time and share your many different modalities in one book?
Mm. Well, again, it's a beautiful resource for people. It's like a little medicine kit, right? In the book, like someone picks up the book, and they're just, there's all these different options, and they can tune in to see what would support them, best. And so the book in itself is like a powerful magical tool, medicine bundle, right, in those pages. And when people read it, um, it, it, it comes together, like all those different stories. I mean, that is like unwinding so much for the person who's reading it right there, because they get to hear someone's story, and they start to feel that vibration and how it shifted their life. And then there they are. They're on the next leg of their evolutionary journey. And so that's why this book is really important, to give that to people during these times of so many changes. Yeah.
I agree. Well said. Now, the
Thank you.
process of being a contributing writer is such a unique experience. And is this your first book that you've contribute to?
I've contributed to two other collaborative books.
Okay. And what was it like for you working with Brada Publishing House during the process?
Oh, it's been really, I want to say the word is satisfying. Like the support, or, has been great. The responsiveness when, because we're going through emails or meeting, on Zoom, and clear instruction on what needs to happen. So that's been really supportive when you have a lot going on in
Yeah,
your life.
yeah, it
Yeah,
can
it's
be
been
a
great.
process.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been a great experience. Mhm.
I'm so happy to hear that. And it's been such an honor getting to know you. And I want to thank you for your time today. All the information that we have on behalf of Patricia, we'll be sure to link the information down below, as well as Rada Publishing House, and where you can find the book Energy Healing and Soul Medicine, a collaborative healers directory. It's been such an honor, and I thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure. Mhm.